Welcome to Houston, We Have a Doctor, the podcast that takes you behind the scenes with the physicians, surgeons, and healthcare leaders shaping our city. I'm your host, Dr. Sterling Carter, physical therapist, Army veteran, and the founder of the award-winning Sterling Physical Therapy and Wellness. Each week, we'll sit down with Houston's top docs to hear their stories behind the scrubs, how they're changing lives, innovating care, and keeping Houston strong. Let's get started. Hi, everyone. It is Dr. Sterling Carter, owner of Sterling Physical Therapy and Wellness, and welcome to Houston, We Have a Doctor. And so what we're going to do today, it is my pleasure to introduce and have a great conversation with Dr. Susanna Samuel. Dr. Samuel is working at our Sugar Land location. And so welcome, Dr. Samuel. How are you today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Awesome. Thank you so much for giving us a little bit of your time. I know you're super busy, so we're going to jump right into it. Why don't you just start just telling us a little bit about your journey. How did you end up in physical therapy?
Yeah, so when I was young, I always knew I wanted to do something in healthcare. So I spent my younger years kind of exploring the routes, PA, PT. I was a little bit more drawn to PT, really just because there's more patient interaction. We spent our whole 1 hour with the patient or the time that we have allotted. And then as compared to another doctor's office where you might not get quite as much interaction. And that really kind of pulled me more into that field where I felt like I could make more of an impact in patients' lives being with them for a longer period of time.
I love that. And it's so true because you're used to going to these doctor's offices and you're seen by the medical assistant or by the CNA, and then the doctor comes in and he or she gives you about 5 minutes of time, and then they're gone, right? And in physical therapy, it's so different because we get a chance to really hang out with our patients for an extended period of time and really establish that rapport, right? This is so great. So I agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
So tell me about, Susanna, where'd you go to PT school and what was that like?
I went to Incarnate Word in San Antonio. It's the University of Incarnate Word. It's a lot more smaller classes, and so there was a lot of discussion-based kind of learning. I really enjoyed my time in San Antonio as well. I did some clinicals from there. I did clinicals in Seattle, and then I did one in Dallas that was really more neuro-based. So it really gave me an opportunity to diversify my skills and get clinical experiences in a variety of areas. So that was really nice.
Awesome. So that brings up a couple of questions. So one, I want you to share a patient story, but before I ask you that, what's your favorite? I mean, because you've seen and you've gone through so many different experiences in your rotations and years of experience. What's your favorite type of patient to treat?
I'd say that's really hard. I think I haven't specialized in anything because I like to see patients in a little bit of everything. I really enjoyed working with patients who had the neurodeficits, but then in outpatient, I saw more pelvic floor or of more older population or just more athletes. And I really enjoy working a little bit with everybody. And I think the variety is like what keeps me interested.
So you are a well-rounded super therapist. I love it. That's great. So share a story with us, Dr. Samuel, about a patient that you had and just tell us about that experience. I'd love to hear. It's always nice to hear peer patient stories.
Yeah, so I would say one of the most impactful ones is when I was working at the neuro center with patients who had acquired brain injury. And so in that kind of setting, it was an inpatient setting. So the patient comes to us and spends multiple hours of therapy with, us each and every day. So you see a lot of progress day to day. And I did a lot of gait training with one patient, and I saw him go from a wheelchair to then using a cane 3 months later. So that was really nice to see that progress where he complete one side paralysis to then gaining that functionality and independence as sessions progressed.
Spot on. Thank you. A great story. And what's so crazy, Dr. Samuel, is that as I talk to therapists and I ask this similar question, it's amazing how many share a similar story. That typical neuro patient
Mhm.
comes in and has had a stroke or something else, and they're not able to walk, and to see them be able to walk again and go back
Mhm.
to the things that they love, it's just nothing better than that. So thank you for sharing a great story.
Definitely.
Um, so, what is the most rewarding part of your job, just in general, as being a physical therapist? What do you love the most?
So I think this actually ties in exactly with my previous answer. Uh, Whether it be a patient with major deficits or minor deficits, just seeing them get their independence back, their level of independence that they want to get back to. So for some people, that might be coming in and getting off of a walker or getting out of a wheelchair. But for somebody else, that might be doing a higher level activity, going for a 3 hour run or hike or jog or whatever that is. And then seeing that progress to that independence. It really doesn't matter if it's a little bit of independence or functionality we're getting back or a lot. I just think seeing that the patient have that rewarding result is really rewarding for us too, or
I
for
love it. I love it. So, next question, and probably maybe one more question, one or two more questions.
Mhm.
When you're not out there saving and changing lives and making everyone better, what do you like to do to unwind?
I don't know if it's to unwind, but my husband does try to convince me to start a bakery business. So I do like to bake.
Oh, okay, that's super cool. So what do you like to bake? Is it pretty much everything and anything, or what's your favorite?
I think I can do pretty much anything and everything, but I think my top hits are probably a cheesecake, make a pretty solid chocolate chip cookie, and then anything else you ask of me, I can go for it.
Awesome, awesome. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Samuel, for your time. I know I
Definitely.
learned something. I'm sure our patients and even the community is going to learn something as well. And so, again, if you guys are interested in seeing Dr. Samuel, she's located in our Sureland office, and we would love to, or she would love to take care of you, I'm sure, right?
I would
Okay.
love to see you all.
Okay. Thank you. Take
Thank
care.
you.